You've bought your home with your entire lifetime savings and you're looking forward to your retirement years in peace. But in just a flash, you could lose it all in a fire, calamity, or just any unprecedented tragedy. What do you do then? How do you get back on your feet and restart your lives? The answer lies in a home insurance policy. Listen in. You spend your life savings on fulfilling your dream of buying a home. You go to many lengths to create a beautiful living space that you can feel proud of. But often life springs up a surprise at us which may not be that pleasant. Like they say, what can go wrong will go wrong. This is exactly why you need to safeguard your life's greatest asset, your home, against any unforeseen incident with a home insurance policy. We are kicking off a 3-part series on household insurance today, and to help us understand home insurance, we are joined by Mr. SUBIR BHATTACHARYA, General Manager at National Insurance Company Limited. Also joining us from Mumbai is personal finance expert Roongta, founder and CEO at Apnapaisa.com. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. Mr. Bhattacharya, let me begin with you. When you talk about household insurance, people generally tend to overlook the importance of this policy document. But tell us, for a homeowner, how crucial is this piece of document?
Yeah, just like what you said, we build a house with our entire lifetime savings, and once it is damaged due to fire or any other natural calamities, where are you? You are left on the street. Actually, that is when you need a householder's policy to bring you back to the same financial position so that you can own a house again, start your life again, and not let it leave you on the street.
Mr. Bhattacharya, tell me, what is the extent of coverage that a household policy gives to a homeowner? What are the risks that it covers?
Right. A household policy insures the house against fire or any other natural calamities like flood, earthquake, storm, cyclone, even lightning, and he should take an insurance cover for the present day replacement cost of his house. That is the value which his house or flat would fetch if you sell it in the market today.
All right. Mr. Roongta, let me bring you in. Is every homeowner eligible for a household policy? Is there any set criteria that you need to meet to get a policy like that?
One big issue is that if you are, say, part of a society, a cooperative housing society, then it's just not enough for you can't rebuild that house on your own. If something happens to the house and say the building, it won't happen to your flat alone, it will happen to the entire building, and although you are eligible to take a householder's insurance for your flat alone, effectively, unless the society takes it, the risk is not really covered. But yes, any person who owns a house clearly can take a householder's policy.
Mr. Bhattacharya, give us an insight into the kind of products which are available at National Insurance Company. What are the householders insurance policies that you cover? What are the various categories available?
Basically, there is a standalone policy for fire only, for the house and the contents. Right. Then you have a burglary policy for a householder. These are two separate policies, but the main product is a package policy which covers both the house, its contents against fire and natural calamities, burglary. Then, as he said, there is an all risk section where you cover your jewellery not only inside the house but even when you are carrying it along or wearing it. Then you have a baggage section. You have a section to cover your electronic and electrical equipments against breakdowns. And then you also have a liability section. I don't know how many of us are aware that our people working in the house, employed as a gardener, a maid, if anything happens to them during the course of the work, you are held liable, and you can cover that liability under the householder's policy also.
Right, okay. Mr. Roongta, bringing you back in, how does one lodge a claim? How easy or complicated is the process? Can you give us a step-by-step guide?
Well, I think I don't think it is very complicated. It depends on the claim is for what. Typically on the base product, which is the standalone fire policy, I mean it's a huge event. So the proof of the event typically would be available through the news media and lots of other media as well, and therefore what really you need to prove is the extent of damage, although of course you will need to give data about the actual incident itself.
One thing which I would like to tell the viewers is that please take care that all the information is supplied at the time of taking insurance, so that no questions can be asked at the time of a claim. That is very important.
So which makes it very important that as soon as the event happens, you make sure that you gather all
the insurance
information.
company.
Right, right.
And if there is a burglary, you inform the police.
Right. And an FIR has to be filed?
Yeah, that is very
So that's standard procedure. All right, okay. Mr. Roongta, thank you so much for joining us from Bombay. Mr. SUBIR Bhattacharya, thank you for joining us in the studio. All right, so today we learned the basics of household insurance. Tune in next week to know more about the various types of risks that a home insurance policy covers. Now, after all that serious talk, we could show you some downtime on the show. The hectic and stressful lives that we lead